We are back. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I'd really appreciate it if you do subscribe and you do click the bell. Let's watch this video together and I'll come back with my commentary.
I think it's, we've all had family members that have served. My cousin Sean, who's like a brother to me, got injured while in service and badly disfigured. And so when I hear about our service members getting killed and the loss is, it's just hard for me. Mm-hmm. I think like it is for every American. And so I don't think that the withdrawal was handled appropriately. That being said, we all know that I think getting into this war was a mistake. I think that falls squarely on the Bush administration. I think it was premised on some lies. And I also think that Donald Trump cut a deal with the Taliban, forcing Biden to choose between a withdrawal or an escalation of the war. And Biden decided to withdraw. And we all know that I think the percentage was 77% of Americans supported withdrawing. Right. And so there's been sort of a revisionist history now that we're hearing from the right that we should have remained there. And I disagree with that.
Well, I disagree, and I'm a Biden fan. I voted for Biden, and we've all met him and had him here. I think he's a really good man. I have an anecdotal reason why I think this mattered to him. He can't get anything done right now, and I think somewhere in his mind he thought if I could get us out of this war, and he's even talked about the 9/11 anniversary, he'd have something. So I think it's because when it first happened, I thought, I know no one would go in intending for this to blow up, and everyone probably agrees that it was not handled appropriately. I think we should have stayed there, though, so I might be part of the minority, and this is why, because we still have troops in Korea after 68 years since the Korean War. We have roughly 28,000 troops in South Korea. We have 35,000 in Germany and 55,000 in Japan. We had about 2,500 in Afghanistan with like an optics of a chess piece. Keep that piece there and a certain status quo will remain. And a lot of human rights increased. The women's lives in Afghanistan greatly increased in the last 20 years. Yeah. It wasn't about converting them or making them like us, but by holding that spot, it kept us, maintained a certain peace. And I think it was such a small cost to keep them there because there weren't a lot of deaths happening. It was more like just a standing ground. So I don't see it as a forever war. I saw it as a placeholder that needed to be there. And we're kind of seeing, as everyone said now, there was no clean way to get out. I think we had to stay there to protect what was going on.
There was a clean way to get out.
Well, there was a better way to get out.
Well, Obama tried to get out, and everybody said, no, you can't do it.
So no lie, watching this or even just seeing the title before I even watched this video, I thought I was going to disagree with the commentaries from everyone across the board, especially like a Sunny Hostin. But no, like Sunny Hostin's commentary actually stood out to me more, and her last commentary towards having that energy towards Afghan refugees coming here really sat well with me. So this is what she said.
I'm hearing so much from people saying we should have been there. Women's rights are being trampled upon again in Afghanistan. I want to see that same energy when Afghanis are coming and they need refuge. Yeah. That is supposed to be the very great promise of this country. Yeah. Yeah. And I hope that we are going to offer those people some refuge.
But at the same time, I do agree with Sara Haines. I strongly agree with Sara Haines. And I agree with Sunny at the same time. I agree with Sunny when she said that this whole war, started with the Bush, which is facts. And, oftentimes, a lot of times, United States military, whatever, go overseas, go to the Middle East, go to Southeast Asia for beneficial gain, for on premises of lies. What Sunny Hostin said, and I highly agree with her with that notion. However, where I do disagree with her is that I personally feel like the military should have stayed in Afghanistan because for the first time in my 28 years of life, I actually have a reason, beneficial reason, not for the United States of America, but for actual people you're going to protect. Because, we have military people out here to protect us and to protect other people that need protection. And so finally, within my 28 years of my life, I could think of something where the military is for proper use instead of for lying use. And that's for actually staying there, because a lot of people are still there. There is a high attack on the LGBTQIA community. There's people that are still there that have boyfriends, same-sex couples that are scared to death of them being found upon, and that's an automatic imprisonment. That's an automatic a bullet to the head. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, like an automatic bullet to the head. And so I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking about the woman that have not left yet. I'm thinking about over the past 20 years when we have women are able to go to school, because these Talibans, these extremist groups, they use the religion as their own justification as to why they shoot women, because they don't want them to have an education. They use the Muslim religion in a bad way, just like ISIS used the Muslim religion in a bad way, in order to justify their terrorist antics and killing people for reasons as to wanting to go to school, reasons as to wanting independent freedom that a lot of Americans here take it granted of, reasons for speaking out, reasons for talking to the media and trying to sway the media into finding out what's going on over there and what kind of corruption is going there with women's rights. And, a lot of those things sound simple here in the United States of America, but at the same time, it's a lot of things that we take it granted, because Americans take things for granted all the time, compared to the things that a lot of people in the Middle East would love to have. And lastly, in terms of Joe Biden's approval rating, I firmly believe is not just for Afghanistan, because if 77% of people saying pull out and 23% of people saying stay there, more highly likely the people that wanted them to stay there lean right. Sara Haines, she's a Democrat, but she's more of a moderate on the scale of Democratic and Republican. She's in the middle. She's centrist. So Biden's approval rating is not just because of Afghanistan. I think that has really small reasoning as to why, although there's big outrage in the media, just for talking points for the right and the left to do. That's just commentary, political commentary. It's fake outrage, which is why I respected Sonia for saying we need that same energy that the right is using for Biden and actually applying that in the Afghan refugees. Let's see if you actually really care, which a lot of people don't on the right, and a lot of people on the left don't care either. So Biden's approval rating is going down simply because people are just upset the way he's handling this COVID situation. Not a lot of people are trusting the vaccine. Not a lot of people are vaccinated. There's still a high surge of deaths and cases in Florida and Texas and Louisiana and the South. And Biden just simply gave people the promise of this is going to be better. And it really has not been better at all. So it has to do with that. It has to do with his rhetoric, his administration's rhetoric towards Guatemala and towards Latin America with the handling of immigrants and telling them do not come here. So it's a lot more than just the whole Afghanistan situation. It's basically seeing Biden as the non-leader that he is. And that's what I firmly believe as to why people are just having enough. And it also maybe has to do with the whole stimulus check package, because there was a whole confusion about the stimulus check in the beginning. A lot of people thought they were going to get like way more than they were supposed to get, but it was confusion. It was more of a marketing campaign on his administration's behalf. I personally got it. I firmly, I knew we were going to get this amount. We weren't going to get 2,000. I believe it was 2,000, right? But we got 600 or 1,400 out of that 2,000 instead of the whole 2,000 package. And a lot of people got pissed off about that. But that's marketing for you. But I understood what he meant. So, I wasn't confused. But anyways, let me know in the comments below. Please do subscribe if you're new to my channel. Please click the bell as well. Or if you unsubscribe, subscribe again. You'll be the first to know when I upload. Deuces. Yay!